Oh, what is that again, Andy?
Your unknown friend was trying to tell you that if you came in to sell me 500 ink flow pens, you're a little late. I bought them this morning, and they've already been delivered.
Yeah, well, after hearing that, Andy, I just got an idea.
Idea? What is it, unknown friend? And I wish you was.
Let's get acquainted and get out of here and sell some pens.
Well, what do you want?
Madam, I is going house to house representing the ink flow fountain pen. And
I don't want any fountain pen, and get your foot out of my door.
But, madam, the ink flow pen is the only... Ouch, my foot. Oh.
Oh, good morning.
Madam, hello.
Did you want something?
Well, there was something, but that don't mean nothing now, honey.
Who's there at the door, dear?
I don't know, darling.
Hey, what's the idea of disturbing me and my wife?
Well,
You selling something?
selling, selling, no, sir. I just give it away free fountain pens, that's all. Here, have one, dear. It's absolutely free. Hello there, Shorty. I'm glad I found you alone with nobody in your barber chair.
Hello, Andy.
How are you feeling today, Shorty?
Well, I'm sorry you asked me that, Andy. My stomach's all upset. My blood pressure's way my ulcers, they got my dizzy spell. They got. I feel great.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're feeling good, Shorty, because, you know, when a man feels good, that's when he feels reporting, and when a man feels reporting, that's the time he needs a fountain pen. And since I represent the Ink Flow Fountain Pen Company, I want to sell you one.
Oh, the ink flow pen. That's one of the greatest fountain pens. It's what I've been looking for. Never get no ink on your face. Always right without the leak. The ink comes out without. I use a pencil.
Looky here, Shorty. Listen here. Every man needs an ink flow pen, and they is guaranteed.
How much is the ink flow pen, Andy?
$1 a piece.
Yeah. Andy, I can't afford that kind of money. That's a lot of money. Give me 6 of them.
6 pens? Oh, that's great, Shorty. Here you is. Now, just give me the money.
Here you is, Andy.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What is this 50-cent piece? Where's the other 5.5?
Well, Andy, you owed me that for a haircut.
Yeah, but I didn't tell you to take it out in pens, did I?
Well, now, wait a minute, Andy. You told me that when you got the haircut, don't you remember you said that, well, you promised me that you thought the thing to do with it was my own idea.
Kingfish, here. Looky here. We've been out selling all morning. You ain't got nothing but promises, and I have 7 pens in the red.
7 pens in the red?
Yeah. 6 of them I give to Shorty for haircuts, and 1 to a gal's husband for a close shave. You know, Kingfish, it sure look like our competitor is going to get the exclusive contract.
Yeah, but Anna, didn't I tell you that the buyer of the Peerless Department Store promised that he had phoned later today about giving us an order for 1,500 ink flow pens? Yeah, now, we ain't out of this competition yet, you know. Now, let's get out here and see if we can't get some customers. Almost Blue.
You want me, Mr. Finn?
We ain't had time to tell you yet, but we is in reporting business, and me and Mr. Brown has got to go out there for some more sales.
Yeah, you see, we is bucking another fella to get this territory.
I sure hope you beat him, whoever he is. And don't you worry, I'll stay right here and take all the phone messages, and I'll just take care of the office, and I'll just stand there.
All right. Goodbye, Miss Blue. Come on, Andy.
My goodness, there's the most talkative man. I can't get it a word in edgeways. Hello.
Hello, Miss Blue.
This is Miss Blue. Who is this?
Miss Blue, this is Mr. Williams.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Williams. I hope you're not calling because I haven't been doing well enough in my job with you. You see, I have to work as a part-time stenographer.
Hold on a minute, Miss Blue. I called to tell you what a wonderful job you're doing. In fact, I'd like to come up this afternoon and talk to you personally.
Oh, Mr. Williams. Do you really mean that?
Mean it? Why, with the sales record you've shown, there's no doubt in my mind that you'll be the exclusive Harlem representative of the Ink Flow Pen Company.
Well, so the Kingfish and Andy's competition in the Ink Flow Pen Contest is their own secretary. Things ought to begin to happen when they find out, which they probably will very shortly. You know, friends, I like to kid myself into thinking that I deserve the credit for spreading the good word about Rinso. Well, actually, you ladies really spread the news. Over a luncheon table, for instance.
You? This blouse? Oh, I Betty, I've had it for ages. It's so hard to replace clothes these days, what with materials being so scarce and all. I try to take specially good care of my things. And you know, I found that Rinso's a big help. It really keeps my clothes looking practically like new after dozens of washings.
Well, Betty found out for herself how good Rinso really is. Then she phoned a friend.
Marge, I could hardly believe I could get my wash done so quickly and so easily. And really, every piece is as clean as a whistle. You know that Rinso whistle?
And it isn't long before friend Marge is telling about-to-be-married Janie Perkins.
You see, Janie, Rinso gets out more dirt, so your whitewash comes out snowy Rinso white. Washable colors, sparkling Rinso bright. And that, Janie, is something to whistle about.
Try Rinso yourself, ma'am, and you'll be whistling every wash day, too. And now back to the Amos and Andy Show. Well, Andy and the Kingfish are certainly in for a big surprise because they don't know that their competitor for the Harlem agency of the Ink Flow Pen is their part-time secretary, Miss Genevieve Blue. Nor do they know, as we join them now in Andy's office, that Mr. Williams, sales manager of the Ink Flow Pen Company, is on his way uptown right now to see her.
Miss Blue, was there any messages while we was out?
Well, Shorty, the barber, was in. He said that he came over to tell you that he wanted, that he would like to, that he was very anxious that he had to see you about, he didn't want nothing.
Yeah, that show is getting Shorty's message, all right, word for word.
Any telephone calls?
No, sir, just one for me.
Yeah, well, you get on in the back office, Miss Blue, and do whatever you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, sir, Mr. Byron.
Yeah, I sure wish that buyer of the Peerless department store would call up and order them 1,500 pens, Andy. He said he'd call up sometime today.
Yeah, that show would put us on a... Wait a minute. Who is this coming in?
How you do, sir?
Oh, pardon me. Is this your office?
Oh, yes, sir, that's right.
Well, I'm Mr. Williams of the Ink Flow Pen Company, and I was looking for...
Oh, Mr. Williams, glad to know you. My name was Stevens. This is Mr. Brown.
Yeah. How is you, Mr. Williams?
Yeah, I guess you come up to see how we're doing with the Harlem territory. Oh, we're hitting the ball all right, sir.
Oh, yes, Stevens and Brown. Well, I had no idea you were in the same office with...
Oh, yes, sir. We was in the same office. Me and Brown work right together here.
Yeah, that's right. By the way, Mr. Williams, what's the name of our competitor on this thing? Is that a secret?
Oh, it's no secret. Your competitor's name is Blue.
Yeah, well, now, like I say, the thing, Blue. No, it couldn't be.
You say Blue?
That's right.
Blue, oh, that couldn't be possible, man. Well, now, anyway, Mr. Williams, we really gonna start sending in orders.
Yeah, you said it. You might have to build your plant bigger to take care of it.
Yeah, I tell you, there's no limit of what we can do when we start, you say that name was Blue?
Yes, that's right.
Not that it make no difference to us. It's just a crazy thought I got in my head, but would you say this person Blue that's competing with us is a male or female?
Well, I don't know what you're driving at, but it happens to be Miss Blue. As a matter of fact, the reason I came here was to...
Oh, you say Miss Blue, huh? Coast Kingfish. Blue is a common name. There's a lot of blues.
Oh, yeah, the whole thing is just a coincidence. Let's forget it. Now, Mr. Williams, getting back to the business we're going in, we know that the Ink Flow Pen do is, what is her first name?
wait a minute, Mr. Williams. If her first name is Genevieve, we don't want to hear it. What is it?
Genevieve.
We don't want to hear it.
Now, look, I came here to see Miss Blue, who is, incidentally, doing a wonderful job selling our pens. I might say she's miles ahead of you in this competition. At the rate she's going, she'll have this contest cinched for the next 24 hours. Now, where can I find her?
She's in the back office.
Oh, thank you. I'll go back and see her.
She'll have it cinched in the next 24 hours.
Kingfish. 2 million secretaries in New York, and we got to pick our competitor.
Yeah, and this competition is over on Wednesday.
Yeah. What is we going to do? We got to win, Kingfish.
Say, wait a minute, Brother Ender. I think I got an angle. Yeah. Listen, this ought to work. Come on, Ender. We got some arrangements to make. Now that we got everything all set, Andy, here's how it's going to work.
Yeah, this is good, all right.
Now, Lightning is going to phone the office here and say that he is the buyer of the Philadelphia Supply Company and that he wants Miss Blue to come to Philadelphia for a big order of ink flow pens.
Yeah, that'll keep her in Philadelphia all day, where she won't sell nothing, and in the meantime, we're going to have Harlem all to ourselves.
Yeah, now look here, on top of that, the PLS department store, you know, is supposed to phone us about 1,500 pens that we're going to order.
Yeah.
Now, Brother Ender, we is going to win this thing yet if you just stick with me, because we're going to get that order from the PLS store.
Oh, sure. Wait a minute. Here she comes now, Kingfish.
Come in, Miss Blue, come in.
Oh, I hope you're not going to fire me just because you found out I'm selling ink flow pens, too.
Oh, no, Miss Blue, no. Fact is, just to show you there ain't no hard feelings, me and the Kingfish has decided that, well, you can have the next order that's telephoned in.
Oh, that's almost wonderful. I can't thank you enough. And when I write to Mother down Louisiana, I'm going to tell her that...
Oh, yeah, you better take that phone call, Miss Blue.
All right.
There's Lightning now, Andy.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. This is the Peerless Department Store. If you come right over, you can have the order for 1,500 ink flow pens.
1,500 pens? Oh, that's a wonderful order. Thank you so much. I'll be right over. Goodbye. Oh, I just got the most wonderful order. I've got to dash out now. Let me get my hat.
Oh, Kingfish, 1,500. Boy, that Lightning is sure piling it on, ain't it?
Miss Blue, don't feel that you got to rush back. Just take your time.
Well, thanks again. Goodbye.
You're welcome. Well, partner dear, we certainly slipped one over on the smart Miss Blue, ain't we?
Oh, sure. And you got to hand it to Lightning the way he built it up there. 1,500 pens. Wait a minute. I'll get it. Hello?
Hello. This is the Philadelphia Supply Company. I got a...
Wait a minute. Who is this, Lightning?
I said, this is Lightning of the Philadelphia Supply Company. And I got an order for 500 fountain pens if you come right over.
Listen, Lightning, you done called once already. What's the idea of calling a second time?
This is the first time I has called.
Well, then, who was it that called before and ordered them 1,500 fountain pens? Goodbye, Lightning. Kingfish, something is wrong.
Yeah, she got peerless, huh?
Yeah. Listen, Kingfish, this whole thing was your great idea. What you got to say now?
I wonder how the law reads on shooting a stenographer. Now, Gabby, you as our lawyer. Now, that order for 1,500 pens belongs to us. Now, what can we do about it?
Let me see. Now, let me see what the legal angle is. Oh, yeah, comes from now. It's reckless driving. That's what it is. It's reckless driving.
Reckless driving? How you figure that, Gabby?
Well, you fellas awful reckless to let her answer the phone. Now she's driving you out of business. That's reckless driving if I ever heard it.
Tell me this, Gabby, in case we want to sue Miss Blue, is we got something here, or will the case be thrown out of court?
Well, as your lawyer, I assure you that you really got something. The case won't be thrown out of court. Or it won't be thrown out of court. There's only one trouble.
What's that?
The case won't be thrown out, but you will.
Oh, me. Gabby, ain't you got no advice for us to keep in the running for the exclusive sales agency for the ink flow pen?
There's only one thing to do. Merge with a former partnership. That's where you can both get the sales agency. Merge is a thing. Oh, yes, indeed. Merge is the thing.
Yeah, wait a minute. Merger? Yeah. Come on, Ender. Let's get a hold of that gal right now and tie her up.